Now, Baringo Senator Gideon Moi has commended the national government's efforts aimed at restoring peace in the county of Baringo. The senator has, however, warned that if the situation is not brought under control, it runs the risk of degenerating into anarchy.
The situation in parts of the North Rift region has been dire for weeks now. Tens have been killed, hundreds displaced, schools closed, some spending nights in the cold. The list is endless. But the government has moved in to put a stop to it, with force that has had leaders from the region reading from different scripts.
I thank the government in what they're doing. Where I was reprimanding the government is that they're coming in too late. I wish they had done this in the beginning when we were crying out about the situation.
Giving civilians over 600 guns in 3 days and they have never been trained, what will they not do, especially with the shoot to kill order?
For a long time, bandits have ruled parts of Baringo, West Pokot and Elgeyo Marakwet counties, making life unbearable for the residents by killing them, displacing some and creating a state of uncertainty. The Baringo senator says this needs to be addressed once and for all, or the counties risk sinking into complete anarchy.
If you do not check it now, it could get into a situation where it is total anarchy, where community goes against community, where now you can lead into genocide if it's not arrested immediately.
A security operation is currently underway after hundreds of security officers were deployed to flush out the bandits and illegal herders who have invaded the region. More than 150 National Police reservists and 230 police officers have been deployed to the county to restore normalcy.
We want, of course, compensation. The government has said that they will give us compensation of 100 million. That is, in my humble opinion, is not adequate. If you see the loss of life and property in Baringo, it's over $1 billion.
Gideon Moi spoke while addressing a conference of secondary school heads from Baringo County at Isaac Walton Hotel in Embu County. He also held closed-door meetings with Embu Governor Martin Wambora, who promised to support his 2022 presidential bid. Akisa Wandera, KTN News.
Now, opinion is divided over government's decision to launch a disarmament exercise in the troubled Kerio Valley and also enlist police reservists in combating banditry. Our reporter Elvis Kosgei now joins us from Eldoret, Uasin Gishu County. Good afternoon, Elvis.
Good afternoon, Sophia. Yes, I'm in Uasin Gishu County, but we'll be dealing with issues that surround the Kerio Triangle, where the region has been characterized with cattle rustling and banditry. With me, I have an opinion leader, Bernard Chepkulei, who will be discussing some of the few issues that has been affecting the region. Thank you very much, Bwana Chepkulei, for joining us. We saw yesterday leaders were divided on whether to the exercise of disarmament, and also we saw last week the Deputy President William Ruto commissioned more than 255 National Police reservists in the region. Then again, we saw leaders across the political divide. They say, why is one community being armed against the other community? Maybe your opinion on this.
Thank you. Thank you. The question is, what we are talking about here is we are talking about some illegal activities which is going on within the Kerio Valley triangle. And these illegal activities is what we call cattle rustling and banditry, which is mostly being carried and exercised by one particular community within the triangle. Yes. And what the government has done, what the deputy president did, was actually to protect peace-loving citizens who live and reside within the Kerio Valley triangle, to protect their livestock and to carry out what we call legal peace enforcement process that is just supplementing what the National Police Service could be doing. And it is not right to say that it is arming only one particular community. But I believe that the KBR, as we call them, is meant to just maintain peace and order within the triangle without necessarily carrying out an illegal activity. And because since the cans and since the cans are monitored, they are serialized, it is not prone to being used in an haphazard manner. And what we are saying, we are crying for peace because for a long period of time, there be no peace within the Karibale triangle.
Bwana Chepkulei, we saw leaders were divided. Does this paint a picture of residents there on the ground?
I don't think so. What we saw yesterday actually is politics being played, using the exercise which was commissioned by the Deputy President the other day. And funny enough, the leaders who were really complaining so much, they don't even belong to Tiati constituents actually is in Baringo County. And we were expecting Osman Kamama to be the one who is saying that residents of Tiati have been aggrieved by the activity which was carried out by the government. But what we saw leaders from West Pokot. There is peace in part of West Pokot, Jebareri area, those Sigor area. There's no big deal about the West Pokot of the other side. But we're talking about there are criminals within Tiati sub-county, within Baringo County, that they are used to attacking both sides of their neighbors, either Samburus, Turkanas, or the Marakwets. And what the government was doing is actually to put this thing into a stop, do the disarmament, and empower the KBR even in those sides of Tiati to carry out peace, to carry out the security duties which could have been done by the Kenya police. Yeah? But there is no point of saying it's all about politics. It's all about politics. It's about politics of supremacy, because we don't understand why someone has to come all the way from West Pokot to come and agitate issues about Tiati sub-county, unless that person could be saying he's representing two counties, he's representing two counties, West Pokot and Baringo County. And those things we don't want. We want peace within Karibale triangle. We don't want the issue of, doing what you call, supremacy battles, And what the Deputy President did actually, it is within his constitutional mandate as the Deputy President of this country to ensure that there is peace within Karibale triangle. And that is his duty. You remember, there's the residents of the Karibale triangle, yeah? They've been complaining about now, why do we have to be in this government? And there is no peace, And this is what the Deputy President did. He made sure that there is peace within Karibale triangle by supplying, by empowering and supplying those the KBRs with that number of the reservists. And according to me, there are even still few. Karibale is a vast area, all the way from Aror to those sides of West Pokot, and the other side of Samburu, and the other side of Turgana. Even the number is few. I even say we still need to improve to increase them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bwana Chepkulei, after the Deputy President left Kerio Valley Triangle, we saw currently there's relative calm in the region. But don't you think we should have a lasting solution to this menace that has wreaked havoc in the region? Should leaders come together and maybe find an amicable resolution into this problem?
Yeah, leaders should actually come together, set aside politics of Jubilee and Kanu and what have you, and sit down and discuss about long-lasting solutions to the problems belittling the Kerio Valley. And right now we are even approaching the rainy season. There are schools which have been displaced, There are people who are learning in makeshift structures, because of the insecurity. And what we are praying for is the action which was taken by the Deputy President to have what we call long-lasting peace effects within the triangle. And what we are saying, what we want the leaders to do within the triangle is to come together. Whether you come from Tiati, whether you come from Elgeyo Marakwet, whether you come from Marakwet East, whether you come from from Baringo North, what we really need to do is we really need leaders who preach peace during the day and during the night. We don't want people who talk something different during the day and during the night they are talking something differently, which according to them, now given that we are heading to an election, people should be saying the truth. Leaders should preach peace because we really require peace for development along the Kerio Valley Triangle. And remember, those areas, they are really empowered. It is an agricultural rich areas, and without those activities, we are increasing poverty within the triangle, and there are those people who really rely on animals, there are those people who rely on cows to make sure that their children go to school. Now, what is going to happen if you have your one cow, and then the following day someone comes in the name of banditry, in the name of cattle rustling, and takes that animal away? Okay. It's very bad.
Okay. Chief Kulei, we also saw some leaders say that if we need to add the National Police Reservists in one side, then the other side should also have the equal number of the police reservists.
By the way, I think it also depends on the coin. Who is more of a aggressor in this game? Who is more of is it the Samburus? Is it the Turkanas? Is it the Marakwets? Is it, we really need to look at who is more of aggressors in this game. And in this game, and we've been complaining all along, the majority of the aggressors come from Tiati, from Tiati sub-county. And you see what is there. I don't think, whether you've read even you guys in the news, I don't think whether you have any incident where some of these Samburus have come to invade Tiati, where Turkanas have come to invade Tiati, where Marakwets have come to invade Tiati. What we are all talking about here is we want these criminals in Tiati. We want that criminal activity called the cattle rustling to stop. For Kenyans to carry on their activities in a peaceful manner. That's what we really want. Regardless of, saying what, it is not about arming one community. The government is not arming one community to go and attack a community. It's arming a community, it's empowering this KBR to maintain peace and order where the Kenya Police Service could not reach because of the terrain of the area.
Your last word, Chief Kulei?
My last word is leaders should preach peace. We really need peace within the Kerio Valley Triangle. We don't want the issue of sitios. We don't want people to behave like they are getting rustlers and jobs and they are leaders. We want the leaders who lead by example. We don't want leaders who incite the community against one another. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. That's Bernard Chepkulei, an opinion leader in the Elgeyo Marakwet County, just painting us a picture of what is really happening on the ground, Sophia.
Many thanks, Elvis Kosgei, live for us from Uasin Gishu County on Kerio Valley and the insecurity there.